One TV special report.
Danilo is now recognized by the chair for some comments or reactions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. An administrative case for misconduct in office and abuse of authority being filed by Delilah Samson Noval and Christine Michelle S. Noval against Bilin Lauron Recamadas, Ponong Barangay, concerning Sunny Boy Lumosad, Madam Chair. Since he's a rescue driver and BPAT, he's not within our jurisdiction, only Bilin Recamadas. So we have to determine this time whether the complaint, there is a prima facie case in the complaint. Based on the complaint raised by the complainant, Madam Chair, per my observation, the incident happened last October 19, 2023 at around 9 o'clock concerning the daughter of Delilah, that is Christine Noval, and the driver of the rescue vehicle, Sunny Boy Lumosad. Per complaint made by both of them, Madam Chair, it alleged that Kagawad Bilin Recamadas was the barangay captain. Based on his answer, at that time, she is not the barangay captain of 50th Barangay. Secondly, that during that incident, when the daughter of Delilah Noval, that is Christine, was being manhandled by the driver, or being subject to physical injuries. His allegation is Kagawad Bilin Recamadas of Barangay Bilin Recamadas, together with the BPAT, were just looking at the incident. But per answer made by Barangay Captain, the present Barangay Captain, Bilin Recamadas, he was not around during the incident. Then, another allegation made in the complaint, that when the policemen arrived, Kagawad Bilin Recamadas commanded the two police officers to arrest her daughter. Actually, since the incident happened, she was not around. She was merely informed by somebody that there's some incident going on. That's why he called the police station for police assistance. And when the policemen arrived, both of them were merely invited to be in the police station to be investigated. So this time, Madam Chair, we have to determine, everybody has copies of the complaint and answer. So we will determine whether this prima facie case in this complaint, based on my statement, the complaint, and based on the answer. So, based on my observation, Madam Chair, there was no prima facie case in the complaint, because his statement, I even presume that during the time of the incident, the mother, Delilah Samson Noval, was not even present, was not in the present during the incident. Then, in fact, there are so many witnesses which stated otherwise. Instead of stating in the complaint that her daughter was the victim of the incident, there are so many witnesses can allege otherwise. So, but we are not going to touch the merit of this case, Madam Chair, considering that the physical injuries has been filed with the court, filed by the rescue driver, Sunny Boy Lumosad, against Christine Michelle Noval. So we will not touch the merit of this case. So we'll just concentrate on the misconduct in office and abuse of authority by the present barangay captain, Bilin Recamadas.
So therefore,
I think it would be better, Madam Chair, if all of us have read the complaint and the answer. So I think it would be better majority floor that will have nominal voting concerning if there's prima facie case on this matter.
Okay. So manifested by the Honorable Lau that there was no prima facie evidence on this particular case. So therefore, Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Honorable Chair. Ask complaint of, as I see it, that the Barangay Captain de Cambadas is biased because when the incident happened, there are BPATs around who did not act to help her daughter, the one of the complainants. But we could deduce that at that time, respondent by Captain Camara is not yet the barangay captain. She is kagawad. So she has no authority over the barangay BPATs. Is the barangay captain. So she will not be perceived as having bias because the BPATs are just merely looking around. Secondly, when the other act complaint of is that by Captain Camlas commanded the police to arrest her daughter, one of the complainants. But it was established that the respondent by Captain Camlas is not around during the incident. He only called the police because she was informed that there's trouble in the barangay. She called the police for assistance, and there is no command to the police to arrest anybody. So there is no iota of evidence which would constitute abuse of authority on the part of the barangay captain at the time when she was still a barangay agawad officer. So I join the manifestation of Honorable Lau, Chairman of the Committee on Laws, that there is no probable cause to hold the respondent for hearing of this host body to act as a quasi-judicial court. So I yield to my colleagues for their opinion and comments of the Honorable Chair. After that, we proceed to nominal voting as requested by the Honorable Chairman, Attorney General, whether there's patches or not in this complaint, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Majority Floor Leader. Honorable Suiso.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. This representation just wishes to be enlightened regarding the facts being presented by the committee chair on laws. I just would like to be shed light regarding the verified petition which is already in the court you have mentioned earlier. Just questioning if this violates the certificate of non-forum shopping, that they are using many tribunal or agency just to have their condition be given resolution. Just an enlightenment, Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable Lau.
This is just my personal opinion. I mentioned a while ago that we cannot touch the merit of the case. Because if we will touch the merit of the case, considering that a slight physical injuries has been filed with the court, I think that is NTCC branch 2, or I forgot that one. So if we will touch the merit of the case, naturally, if we will conduct investigation concerning this matter, the complaint made by the complainant, Delilah Nobal, it has mentioned here that it was her daughter was being the victim or being manhandled by the rescue driver. But during the investigation conducted by the PNP, it was the other way around. In fact, there are so many witnesses who can testify that about the matter. So I think if we will conduct an investigation, we might run counter against the sub judice rule, which I would like to that's my opinion lang, ha.
Okay.
The meaning of sub judice rule, just for our consumption, when illegal matter or controversy has come under the jurisdiction of a court, nobody, including press or other media, should interfere by publication or public clamor with the court's proper handling of the proceedings. The purpose of sub judice rule restrict comments and disclosures pertaining to the judicial proceedings in order to avoid prejudging the issue, influencing the court, or obstructing the administration of justice. In case we violate the sub judice rule, a violation of sub judice rule may render one liable for indirect contempt under Section 3D, Rule 71 of Rules of Court. So I think aside from determining if there's prima facie case, I think it would not be advisable to conduct an investigation concerning this matter, because the complaint also touches the main issue that is being filed with the court. So basic, madelikado no nota.
Yeah.
Basic. This is just my personal opinion. Yes, thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes, Honorable Majority
On the
Florin.
query of Honorable Cesar whether there's forum shopping, there is none, because in a criminal case, the complainant is the BPAT against the daughter of the complainant in this case. But here is the other way around. Ang respondent, ang BPAT na respondent. So there is no forum shopping. Lalahay ang complainant. Thank you, Honorable Sir.
Okay,
So we
thank
now
you for-
proceed to nominal voting whether there's passing case or probable cause on this complaint. If we vote yes, meaning there's passing case, probable cause, we'll proceed to hearing. If we vote no, meaning no passing case, and this case will be dismissed, Honorable Sir.
So we'll come to the voting.
If there are no more comments from my colleagues, we might as well proceed to nominal voting. Whether this complaint is sufficient in substance, whether there is a prima facie case to warrant further cognizance of this case, Honorable Sir.
Okay. May I
If we vote
request,
yes, meaning there's a case. If no, the case should be dismissed.
if no, the case should be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think, is that clear to everybody? May I request again the Secretary to articulate this case so that the members of this august body will be enlightened regarding the no and the yes.
Yes, Madam Chair, we will proceed with nominal voting. Honorable Puente Cypress,
No.
Honorable Lim, Honorable Ko,
Honorable,
Honorable Romero de Sican, Honorable Suiso Jr.,
Since there is no prima facie evidence or aorta of evidence wherein the suspect or the elected officer does not even exist or does not even around during the said implication of the crime, I vote no.
Honorable Lau, Honorable Sakin Jr., Honorable Tapayan,
No, as explained earlier, Honorable Sir.
Honorable Salvador, Honorable Waminal Jr., Honorable Moralion, no. Honorable Bation. All voted for no, Madam Presiding Officer.
okay, thank you. The no has yet. Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. There's no more necessity to determine whether there's a necessity of preventive suspension because the case should be dismissed, Honorable Sir. We proceed to letter B. Based supported reading, none, Honorable Chair. So, letter C, unassigned business, whereby we have about 8 approved insertions, Honorable Chair. And I start with the number 1, approved insertion, resolution approving the joint release of training support fund and starter toolkits to the beneficiaries, learners of the Osami City Institute of Technology by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, TISDA, Provincial Office in Osami City. And may I also touch on the second item, because this belongs to the same committee, a resolution approving the implementation of the Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program, TTSP, under Shielded Metal Arc Welding Institute from 30 May to July 5, 2024 by the Compass Polytechnic Institute Incorporated in Osami City. These 2 items I refer to Chairman of the Committee on Education, Honorable Cecil Yoko, Honorable Chair, to introduce and recommend action on these 2 items, Honorable Chair. Honorable Cecil Yoko.
Item 1 and 2. For item 1, a resolution approving the joint release of training support fund and starter toolkits to the beneficiaries, learners, Osami City Institute of Technology or CIT by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, TESDA, Provincial Office in Osami City. And for item number 2, that's a resolution approving the implementation of the Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program, TTSP, under Shielded Metal Arc Welding in situ from 30 May to July 5, 2024 by the Compass Polytechnic Institute Incorporated in Osami City. Moved by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that this be
Report, Honorable Chair, to introduce.
Honorable Cecil Ko for this.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Since these 2 items are TESDA related in purpose, I would like to move on omnibus motion these 2 approving resolution. Number 1 resolution is the resolution approving the joint release of training support fund and starter toolkits to the beneficiaries or learners of the Osami City Institute of Technology by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA, Provincial Office in Osami City. And the second resolution for approval is the resolution approving the implementation of the Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program, TTSP, under Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2 from May 30 to July 5, 2024. That is offered by the Compass Polytechnic Institute Incorporated in Osami City on omnibus motion for first reading with reservations, Madam Chair.
For first reading, reservations, motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since these 2 requests for approval are very necessary and important for the benefit of the Osamisnon to enhance their vocational skills, I move to pass these 2 resolutions on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
For the benefit of our constituents, moved by the Honorable Ko, the Committee Chair of Education, to pass this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Approving section number 3, resolution approving the lecture on environmental awareness at work on 11 June 2024 by the Port Management Office of Misamis Occidental, Misamis, in Osamis City. And may I also read the number 4, resolution approving the safety lecture on Orange Book on 18 June 2024 with the Port Master Office of Osamis Occidental, Osamis in Osamis City. These two items refer to environmental protection, Honorable Chair. So I now yield to the Chairman of the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, Honorable John Sakin, to introduce and recommend action on these two items, number 3 and number 4 in sessions, Honorable Chair.
For items 3 and 4, may recognize Honorable Sakin for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I move an omnibus motion, a resolution approving the lecture on environmental awareness at work on 11 June 2024 by the Port Management Office of Misamis Occidental, Osamis in Osamis City, Honorable Chair. And second, as a resolution approving the safety lecture on Orange Book on 18 June 2024 by the Port Management Office of Misamis Occidental, Osamis City in Osamis City, Honorable Chair. On joint motion, Honorable Chair, with reservation, Honorable Chair, on first reading.
Moved by Honorable Sakin on joint motions for items 3 and 4 for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Honorable Chair, for the approval of these two resolutions, resolution to conduct environmental awareness, and the second is the resolution for the lecture on Orange Book. I move for the approval for the second and final reading waiver the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Honorable Sakin is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Appropriation number 5, resolution approving the firefighting drill and competition on 20 June 2024 by the Port Management Office of Misamis Occidental, Osamis in Osamis City. I move this motion to approve this resolution on the first reading with reservations, Honorable Chair.
Move for first reading, reservations. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Due to the demand of public interest, in accordance with the pursuits of the Fire Department to effect a firefighting drill and competition on 20 June 2024, I move the motion to approve this resolution on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the majority floor leader is passing this resolution approving the firefighting drill and competition on June 28, 2024 by the Port Management Office of Misamis Occidental, Osamis City. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Appropriation number 6, an ordinance authorizing the grant of financial assistance to the participants of 2024 Pirangat Osamis Festival. This financial assistance will be granted to participating schools and universities of 2024 Osamis Pirangat Festival Ritual Dance Competition, and it will be for an amount of 150,000 pesos to be granted to each of the participants of said festival. And the funds shall be funded from the Charter Anniversary Celebration under expenditures of the City Mayor, General Fund of the Appropriation Ordinance number 01-2024. Honorable Chair, I move on that motion to approve this ordinance authorizing the grant of financial assistance to the participants of the 2024 Pirangat Asamis Festival for approval on the first reading with distributions, Honorable Chair.
There is a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to pass this in the first reading with reservations as being manifested. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Due to urgent demand of public interest to espouse sound fiscal management and to provide an incentive to the participants of 2024 Pirangat Asamis Festival, I move joint motion to approve this ordinance, second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Majority Floor Leader is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules to grant financial assistance of 150,000 pesos to the participants of the 2024 Asenso Uzamis Pirangat Festival. Motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Approve session number 7, the request of the City Administrator, Attorney Sam Norman Pintes, on the request of the Regional Trial Court, Branch 15 of Asamis City through the Sheriff, Mayor Sheriffin M. Dinorob, to effect the rate application of a particular case in the city, pursuant to our City Ordinance number 1240-2022. Honorable Chair, I request that our Secretary will verify the extent of this execution of this case to determine whether this requires a hearing if necessary, Honorable Chair. Or if necessary, we could schedule a hearing on our available date, Honorable Chair.
Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Honorable Chair. Immediately right after our session this afternoon, I will proceed to RTC Branch 15 to ask for a copy of the case number and the caption, Your Honor.
Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The last but not the least, appropriation number 8, approval of the submitted investment programs for general fund for calendar year 2024 in amount of 14,929,229 pesos. Everybody was furnished copy of the document of the SIP for our SB2 general fund, Honorable Chair. I move this motion to approve the SIP for general fund in the amount of 14,929,229 pesos for approval of the first reading with reservations, Honorable Chair.
For first reading with reservations, motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Due to the urgent demand of public interest to espouse sound fiscal management, I move this motion to approve the supplemental investment programs for general fund for calendar year 2024 in the amount of 14,929,229 pesos for approval and second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Honorable Majority Floor Leader is passing this request resolution approval of the supplemental investment program for general fund for the calendar year 2024 in the amount of 14,929,229. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks? Hearing and motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
With that, Honorable Chair, we are now pending items on my table under item number 10, basis for third reading. So at this juncture, may we have the pleasure and privilege to hear on special matters from Honorable Dinky Siso, Honorable Chair.
Yes, for other matters, the Honorable Suiso is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. For PCL matters, Madam Chair, we are gearing towards the preparation of our upcoming PCL Congress this coming July, and we will be roaming around offices to get the sizes of our jackets for the inclusion in our kids for the PCL Congress. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Noted, Honorable Suisa.
On ABC matters from Honorable John Carlo Morales, Honorable Chair.
Mag-iskin
Madam
na
Chair,
to.
as of now, Madam Chair, none.
Okay, noted.
May I hear also from Honorable Bayer Nabation
Honorable
on
Bation.
matters concerning the indigenous people, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Bation, you are now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Majority Floor Leader. Madam Chair, this coming June 5, 2024, we have a meeting with the tribal leaders in Misamis Occidental and the municipal and city IPMRs venue at the Office of Honorable Vinya regarding the Baliklantaw of IPMR's local guidelines. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes, noted by the Chair. Honorable Chair, may I ask from Honorable Bation, you know, our fiesta for July is fast approaching. Do you have any activities to be presented to the Honorable City Mayor regarding the, I do not know if you still have the Subayan cake? Are you contemplating on that?
Madam Chair, based sa atong ordinance on July 6, ako sa atong klarohon tong ordinance, basta natin ordinance nga napasar nga mag-wearing of something subanin baka nga kwintas or basta something subanin nga mga gamit. Madam Chair.
On July.
On July. Ako lang to 11 man siguro to mga lang ko otro of ordinance goan. So 11 to 16 something ana.
Okay, thank you.
Ordinance ako lang tong klarohon sa kay basan masayop ko karon sa pizza basta na siya ordinance nga napasar. Thank you.
Okay, noted. Honorable Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Honorable Chair. And I now yield to my colleagues for any important announcement which may be relevant and necessary, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Ko, you have something to share.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just like to take this chance to officially, formally announce activities from the Committee on Education. So tomorrow there will be a distribution of the educational cash assistance to the 1,200 beneficiaries of the One Family, One Professional program. So it will be tomorrow, May 29, at the City Gym at 1:30 p.m. So
1:30 p.m.
1:30 in the afternoon. So from the seminar that Honorable Kat Lim and I attended last week by the DILG, the DILG gently reminds the LGU, especially the government officials, to encouraging them to attend any LGU activities program or programs. That is one way of one aspect to pass the SGLG or requirement of the SGLG.
Okay.
And then on May 30, Thursday, there will be a local school board meeting that is held every month since the year started. So this will be our 5th LSB regular meeting. And from the Economic Enterprise Committee, there will be a schedule of interview and screening to applicants of the weekend market and night cafe vendors starting for the month of June.
Okay.
So that would be all, Madam Chair, for the announcements.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Ko. And may we request from you, and next meeting, can you possibly apprise us on the updating on the wellness park activity, especially on July activities?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. Okay.
Noted, Madam Chair, for
Thank you.
next week, a regular session.
Maybe in coordination with Honorable Suiso regarding the
Yes,
feast
Madam.
activities. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable
So, in sum, tomorrow we'll have session at 8:30 o'clock, 9 o'clock meeting sa Economic Board, and May 30, Kadak, no? Kadak, peace and order meeting, 1 o'clock. Okay, Honorable Chair. If there are no more comments from my colleagues, observations, and announcement, I now proceed. I move to adjourn the regular session, Honorable Chair.
Session is adjourned. Thank you.